Joining me in the studio is Marc Perelman, our French politics editor. Obviously a little bit tired after a long night last night, Marc, but Emmanuel Macron relieved to have come on top, but it's a much closer result, isn't it, than 5 years ago?
Absolutely. Clearly, you could hear a sigh of relief because in his surroundings in the last few days, there was a lot of concern that he would really end up neck and neck with Marine Le Pen. There were some unofficial polls suggesting that it would really be a tie, nearly a tie. However, he came out on top, and so that's clearly something that's a positive for him. The problem is that he nearly forgot to campaign before round one. He was immersed in the pandemic, then the war in Ukraine, and let's say there was some overconfidence that, he was a shoo-in to be re-elected. And so now you see those images now in northern France. He immediately is campaigning, spending a lot of time answering questions, answering queries, campaigning. And he'll do this throughout the second round because clearly this is a new campaign actually starting. Last time around, there was this face-off. Emmanuel Macron ended up with nearly 2/3 of the vote. He knows already that's not going to happen this year. The initial polls for round two show that he has an advantage over Marine Le Pen, but it's only a slight advantage, so it will be a much tougher fight for him. A key moment, it was the key moment probably 5 years ago, will be the debate between both finalists on April the 20th. Marine Le Pen was not well prepared last time around. She certainly remembers that. She certainly worked a lot on that, and she'll be a much tougher rival for Emmanuel Macron.
And of course, the key for both candidates is to lure the voters who had, this time around, voted for Jean-Luc Mélenchon on the left.
Yeah, Jean-Luc Mélenchon garnering over 22% of the votes. He was polling around 17%, so the pollster got this wrong. However, this was not enough to propel him to the third round. But clearly, as you said, he is the kingmaker. And there was a controversy 5 years ago because he did not tell his supporters. He had scored also 19.6%. He did not tell them exactly what to do. Yesterday night, he repeated 4 times, there should not be a single vote for Marine Le Pen. The problem is that when you ask him or his lieutenants, well, what exactly, concretely, what does it mean? Does it mean you vote for Macron? Does it mean you abstain? Does it mean you vote blank? He said, we'll have to decide among ourselves exactly what to do. And so there'll be pressure on him, first of all, maybe to declare what he will want his supporters to do. But there'll be efforts, and they're already underway by both Macron and Marine Le Pen to essentially lure them, because they could be really the key to the Élysée Palace. It will be very interesting to say. Right now, the polls are saying that among Mélenchon voters, a majority would abstain. Then there'll be a block for Emmanuel Macron and a minority for Marine Le Pen. But this is a moving situation, and this is going to be extremely, extremely interesting to watch.
Yes, a tough time for President Macron and for Marine Le Pen in the next 2 weeks. Thanks for that, Marc Perelman.